Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to set up a gaming mouse on a Mac computer. This process works for all Macs, and I've got a Logitech G500 here hooked up to a Mac Mini running OS X 10 Mountain Lion. So let's head into the process, and first let me show you what it really does. I've got a neat setup right here. You can change the pointer speed settings with your DPI settings. Then I've set up these buttons right here for multitasking. Then I've set up the scroll tilt for web browsing. So let me show you my setup really quick. Um, pressing the thumb button right here, the below one, takes me into Expose. Okay, that doesn't really work with the ScreenFlow running, but it does take me to Expose. Then I can move a workspace back, then a workspace forward. Okay, and then these wheel functions is normal with the scroll, but tilting it towards the left will take me a page back, and tilting it towards the right will take me a page forward. So that was my setup, and let's head into the process. You will need a Windows machine, or you can use a boot camp, but you cannot use Parallels because of the kernel maybe, but you will need a Windows machine or a boot camp. And then you will need to download the original software of the mouse and configure the mouse, and I'll show you that in a second. So guys, once you're on your Windows computer, you will need to download or install the gaming software, the mouse software for your mouse, and then you will need to select onboard memory, the mouse memory to be precise, the memory on your mouse. Then you need to go to your settings, and then first of all you will need to change the reports per second on your G500 settings. It's right here, the reports per second. By default on most of the gaming mouse it's around 1000 or maybe 1200, but you need to go below 1000 because Mac doesn't support 1000 and above. I've got mine to 500. That's fine. You need to keep it below 1000. After that you will need to change the the DPI sensitivity settings. You can see mine right here. I've got 5 levels, and I suggest you to space these out properly unless you have a specific you want to have a specific setting. And after your pointer speeds and your report per second, you will need to change the button settings on your mouse. That's right beside the pointer settings. Okay, right here you can see you will need to set these up to basic settings. Don't select any extra functions. I'm going to show you for one button right here. Go into this, don't select use generic, go into edit, then select one button, like maybe 1 2 3 4 5. Those are your buttons that you can select for their special buttons. And okay, but I don't recommend you selecting left click or right click, because those will be taken up by your default right click and left click. So you've got middle click will be for your scroll click. So you've got left with button 4 and button 5, which I've set up for my thumb buttons for forward and backward. And then after doing that, you cannot really change the DPI buttons, so you're gonna have to leave it on that. Your left button, don't change it. Scroll left, leave it like that. Scroll right, middle click, button 3, then right click. That's all, I guess. And then you can move on to your Mac. So guys, on your Mac you will need to download this software called USB Overdrive. I'm gonna put the link down in the description. So after you've opened the website, go to download and download the latest version right here. And after you've downloaded that, you'll get a DMG file. So open it and you will get this mounted drive right here. Open it and you will need to install this package. I've already done it, so I'm not gonna do it again. So just click on install, it'll do it itself. It'll ask you to restart, and after restarting it, you need to go into your system preferences, and after the installation part of it, you will see this new application right here under the other tab which says USB Overdrive. you will leave that, but let's just leave it for now. We need to go into keyboard for now. So just go into keyboard and go into machine control. So you will need to change the default shortcut for move a left space to this one, and we are gonna do it by double clicking it. And when we select it, you will need to hold down your command key. I'm gonna repeat it again. Hold down your command key and press the left button, and you will see this. And we're gonna do the same for move a right space. Double click it, it gets selected. Then hold down the command key and press the right arrow key, and you'll see this. So for exposure, I have this right here, I guess. So we're gonna do the same for this one also, I guess. Wait on for a sec. Yeah, for mission control again, double click it, and we're gonna set that to the up arrow key. So hold down your command button and the up arrow, and there you go. And after you've done these three settings, you are basically good to go with the USB overdrive application. So after changing these three settings, go back and go into USB overdrive. And when you go into USB overdrive, this app does it really nicely. Just press the button you want to configure. So let's just show you how to do that. So over here, after you go into the app, just select the. I'm gonna select the back, this button right here. It's suppose you can call it the back button. Just tap now. We are gonna select. We are gonna set up the next button. Then just tap on the next, the forward key. It's gonna take you to its corresponding button. Just select. Select the default setting right here, tap on the right button and select the command key. And we're gonna do it again for the mission control button. Just select the mission control button. It'll take you to the settings for that button. Select up key and select command. And that's all for these three buttons, the multitasking buttons. Then we're gonna move to the web browsing buttons, which is your left tilt and your right tilt. So just left tilt your button, it'll take you to the corresponding settings again. My one says pan down, that's fine. You're gonna select keyboard shortcut, and then you're gonna select back. And for the right tilted keyboard shortcut, and then forward. And for these buttons, if it's not for default, you're gonna tap it. When you tap it, you might have to select press key. Mine was by default, so just select press key and hold on. So you're gonna select press key, then then the up key, and just select command. And after you're done over here, just close the window and you're good to go. So you will get mine configuration, which will be next, back, and then when you select this machine control, you won't be able to see it on my computer because I'm running ScreenFlow, and Exposure doesn't really work with ScreenFlow. Otherwise, this button really works, and you're good to go. And you move on to your web browser, tilt left for back, tilt right for forward, and you're good to go. So guys, thanks for watching, and leave a thumbs up below if this really helped, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting more videos. Thank you guys.